I'm Sheila Hill, and I am an intuitive life coach, a quantum healer, and a spirit guide, a light worker, starseed, and a twin flame, if the labels mean anything to you at all. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about the Akashic Records, what the Akashic Records are, and why, through the ascension process, you're not taking them with you. So let's get all on the same page with what the Akashic Records really are. So for myself, and I know for a number of people that were in that part of the spiritual awakening journey when I first started out, believed that the Akashic Records was either a great big giant book held in heaven or in the quantum field in some great big beautiful lavish library that is guarded by the angels, or that it's a series of encyclopedia, those of us that have been around long enough to remember what encyclopedia are, that has all of your lifetimes, every lifetime, every life experience for all of your past lives, what your current soul contracts are, what your karmic contracts are, why you're here, that this book has all of the information in it. And it's true and it's not true. So let's go a little bit deeper. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what the Akashic Records really are. And this will lead into why you're not taking them with you into the fifth dimension. So, the Akashic Records isn't a library of encyclopedia or a big book with all of your lessons in it. It's a consciousness. And all of your lifetimes, past, present, and future, are all happening now. Because linear time, as we know it, as a human construct, isn't real. So the Akashic Records is an etheric, not an etheric being, but it's an etheric entity. It is an energy that is non-physical. So it's not really a library or really a book or really a set of books. It's energetic information that can only be accessed through the fifth dimension and above. So when we dropped into this incarnation here on planet Earth as a third dimensional consciousness, which is what we are a third dimensional density in our physical, and our consciousness, when we started out, and for many people who have not yet embarked on their spiritual awakening journey, their consciousness is also held in the third dimension. Now, the more and more you awaken, you will have a third dimensional body, and you will be able to access fourth, fifth, ninth, 12th, 15th dimensions within your consciousness, but then you still have to drop back down into your third dimensional body. So the forgetting of who you are, what's ever happened to you as a soul before, and why you're really here occurs because the information, the consciousness that holds all of those ingredients, all of that information, that knowledge, is held in a fifth dimensional frequency or higher. You can't hold it. This is why the Akashic Records were created. Because the other versions of you that are future, that are higher dimensional frequencies, maybe you're an intergalactic or whatever, there's a consciousness of you that is your soul's template expressing itself in the 9th dimension or the 12th dimension. They already know. They know about they're all knowing of all of your soul's templates experiences, all of your past lives, and the life that you're having now in this expression. You don't, because it's all in your Akash. Now, what else is in your Akashic Records? Karma, life lessons. And I really, I give that sarcastic look. I don't believe in the universe ever testing us pass or fail. I don't believe that there are lessons. We are all here to remember. We are here to remember who we are as divine beings, who we are as multidimensional beings, who we are as expressions of source. It's a function of remembering, not lessons. For the purpose of this conversation, we will say that the Akashic Records holds all of your karma, all of your karmic contracts, i.e. who the karma needs to be played out with, or potentialities of who can get you there to help you clear that karma, and all of your quote-unquote lessons that need to be learned in this lifetime in order for you to expand and grow and raise your vibrational frequency into the next level, which for us is the fifth dimension. Fifth dimensional density and consciousness anchored in, which is where we're headed. We will pass through the fourth to get there. That's another video. So, our Akashic Records has all of that information. We are right now, and if you're watching this video, then I'm sure you already have some awareness of it, in the precipice of the grand awakening into Nova Gaia. Mother Earth and all of the inhabitants are ascending into becoming a fifth dimensional planet. So all of the karma and lessons that are in your Akashic records that are not of a frequency that is of unity and love, those higher vibrations, they all need to be cleared here and now through our third dimensional frequency, physicality, and consciousness. So once we ascend into becoming a fifth dimensional being, we will no longer have an Akashic record, because if you are a fifth dimensional expression, 5th, 7th, 9th, 12th, 15th, whatever frequency that your soul is expressing itself in, once it passes through the fourth dimension, you are already all-knowing. How this plays out for you in this lifetime means that you have to clear your Akashic record here and now, and in reality in the next few years, in order for you to be able to ascend physically and consciously into those higher dimensional frequencies. Anything that's in your Akashic records that has anything to do with judgment, lack mentality, lack of worthiness, unloving ways of being, anything that has got anything to do with the opposite of unity, like separation or poverty, lack, scarcity, and any of those sort of energetic templates, lessons, experiences from past lives that you've brought with you over and over and over again, that all needs to be cleared in this lifetime so that you can ascend into the fifth dimension where none of those frequencies or experiences exist. You can't have lack, poverty, scarcity energetics within your template, within your karma, held within your Akash, in a fifth or higher frequency, because those experiences don't exist in those realities. So I'm hoping that an aha might have just happened for many of you watching this video right now, where you may be beginning to understand a little bit why your life in this lifetime may have been so topsy-turvy, upside down, and so crazy on so many levels. Because you came here, you chose, you asked to be here at this amazing time of the Grand Awakening into the ascension into Nova Gaia in the fifth dimension. You wanted to be here, and you were like, I got crap in my Akash, I don't care, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clear all the crap out of my Akash, and I'm gonna be there when this grand ascension happens, and I'm gonna be third dimensional and fifth dimensional all in the same lifetime, and I'm gonna experience it all, and it's gonna be amazing. That's why there's so many people on the planet right now. Because so many souls said, what's going on in planet Earth? Sign me up, I wanna be there. And I don't care what kind of crap's in my Akashic record that I need to clear in order to have this experience. I'm going. I know from the human perspective, I have been through a very, very topsy-turvy, turbulent life in this lifetime. And I work one-on-one with many, many beautiful souls who are working their way through their Akash to clear karmic contracts and patterns and energetics of their own through many lifetimes, and some of its stuff is ancestral as well. I've had to do both. But coming to the understanding of why that is brings a little bit of peace to the ego, because the ego's the one that's having the WTF moments, like, seriously, what is going on and what did I sign up for? So being able to understand that everything that's in your Akash, I'm just going to recap, everything that's in your Akashic records that is not of the higher dimensional frequencies, 5D and above, must be cleared, healed, and released in order for you to ascend. That the Akashic records were only ever created because our third dimensional consciousness can't hold that vibrational frequency. We have to ascend into it. But once we've cleared ourselves of all of these programmings that have maybe been a part of our soul's experience for many, many lifetimes, once you clear them out of your Akash, then that's it, they're done. And we are free to have as many experiences in the higher dimensions as we ever want, because you don't really die. Energy lives forever, and that's what our soul's made of. So I hope that this sort of brings a higher perspective, understanding to you and what you may or may not have understood the Akashic records to be. It's not really a big library in the sky, although you are welcome to look at it from that perspective if that helps you anchor in a further understanding. But it really just is a consciousness that requires, in order for us to be in frequency with it, requires us to come up to 5 or above. And that anything that is in our third dimensional body, our belief system, our emotions, and inner Akash that is less than 5th dimensional, then we need to clear it out now. And that's why things might seem a little topsy-turvy for you sometimes. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something from it. If you have questions or comments, please feel free to do so. I will be happy to reply. Click the subscribe button or the little bell so that you will be notified when I do another video. There's lots of video content here from other videos I've done in the past. Until next time, be well. Bye-bye.